All right, we are back. Let's talk about how this has been going so far. What do you guys think? I know I kind of screwed up some dice here, but in in my defense, I literally bought it yesterday, read it once, and started cold running it after today's game got canceled. So,
Zombies.
how are you enjoying the system so far? You see, we're assembling dice pools, moving through things. We did some social. We've done a lot of shooting. You've gotten yourselves into at least 2 counts of murder.
Murder.
British people are stupid. That's all I have to say.
These people don't watch The Walking Dead or 28 blanks later.
There's no even time. We're not even going to try to explain it to him because he's already a goner.
It's like, well, have a nice life or unlife.
Okay.
Should we put a bullet in him just to be on the safe side?
We don't kill humans.
What about stupid?
Not this early. We don't kill humans. Not this early, anyway.
Sheen!
Not until you hit the Mad Max stage.
Not until we hit Mad Max.
Not until you need gas, right? Then shit gets real.
Well, that's what the bicycles are for.
So, more, how are you feeling about the system rather than how you're feeling about your various crimes? Like unlawful
like the role-
discharge of a firearm in New Jersey.
I'm loving the
Whatever.
roleplay.
I like the roleplay, yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, it seems fun.
Okay.
Easy to.
I thought
It
it would
is-
be. Like, I was like, if there was something... When I bought it, I was like, yeah, if I ever had a session that got canceled, I would run this shit. And it immediately happened. So let's continue. Where were we? You're coming out of the hotel, right? Sun is just rising over the Atlantic Ocean. Everything looks fantastic. You hear the sirens moving away from you. They're still in hearing distance, but they're very faint. So it sounds like they've stopped moving at this point.
Did we first aid Dan real quick to try to clean his wounds?
I mean, I imagine it's some bruising.
If you wanted to do something with that, you take it 5 minutes to look him over, and you could remove all his stress in exchange for turning those into a trauma. And the trauma, I guess, would be bruising.
That's up to you, dog. Let me look you over.
I guess severity 2 bruising wouldn't be that bad. Does stress just reduce naturally, or does it have to be in a trauma?
Trauma.
Hmm.
So are you going to do that? You guys going to take 5 minutes to bandage him up?
Well, let's get on the road first.
Well,
Oh
banding
yeah,
much
that's the
truck.
Do we have the truck now?
Yeah.
So you look through the parking lot. There's quite a few cars here. You know, it's convention season in Atlantic City. Plenty of gambling going on, so plenty of visitors here. Hotel's
We need
got
to-
about 30 different cars. Not a lot of trucks, though. You got a
Pickups?
lot of, like,
settle.
minivans or, like,
Minivan, perfect.
minivan.
Yeah.
Right,
Maybe that
shoot.
work.
Okay, so you get some sort of generic American-made minivan with, like, sliding
Ford.
panel doors.
Ford Windstar.
Sure, Ford Windstar. That sounds pretty generic. By
So-
generic, I mean literally picking the name of the car. It's got Jersey plates. So, what are you doing in this car? Like, you've picked it.
Anybody know how to hotwire a car?
Yes.
Certainly try a mental attempt there.
I look at
Special.
Sting.
I'm-
Specialized equipment manager.
So the car is locked.
Yeah, I could care less. Bust the window.
Oh!
Oh,
The
okay.
hotel
No,
manager.
wait a minute.
did
I
he-
say no. Wait a minute. I know how to jimmy a lock because I actually seen this.
I know how to. I
Hold on,
actually.
hold on.
I'm a mechanic and I've opened many cars.
Did we
So
search
careful.
through Arthur Zombie's pockets?
Nope.
And we should have done that.
Do you really want to touch that thing?
You guys left the hotel, right? You heard the guy calling the cops and you jumped out the front door.
Yeah, we're not searching anybody's.
So I hear a couple different things. I hear some people want to pick the lock. I hear other people want to bust the window in. What's the final decision here?
Picking lock sounds like the smartest idea.
Okay.
We're in a hurry. There's zombies crawling all over us. I'm just gonna smash the window with the
When
butt
you
of
look
the gun.
around, you don't actually see any other zombies currently.
Yeah, we can take our time. I'm keeping a lookout just in case.
Okay, so Dom's like on lookout. What weapon do you have, Dom? You have out your melee weapon, right?
I'm using the rifle if I can zoom in with it.
Okay.
Does the rifle have a zoom?
I'm using the handgun from now on.
What
Just-
rifle? Do you have your own rifle, or are you taking Craig's?
I thought we had a generic rifle
Okay.
that we found.
Oh, yeah, you had my pistol rifle, my carbine. All right. That doesn't have any sight on it, but yeah, you're just looking around. It's super accurate, right? Because
Yeah.
apparently single-shot rifles are automatically accurate as shit. So you're covering them. If you want to try to break open the car, obviously you do that automatically. If you want to do the locks, you're going to need to make an intellect. A logic roll to break into the car.
Stand aside.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Actually,
so Dan,
we're all pretty logic based, right?
some of you, yes.
I have a 3.
You're going to
But
take
he's
a
better.
negative because you don't have the tools necessary to do this.
I have tools like the wrench. No, actually, that won't work.
You don't have the specific lock-picking tool.
I know
Right.
we need
To jimmy the door of a car. It's a long, slim piece of steel. I've got one in the garage. I can go get and show you.
Okay.
you
Pop
have
the
that.
locks
Your
open, but
character-
it's a whole lot easier just to smash the window out and let's just go.
But we have
Well, you
time.
can give me the equipment and I guess
Okay.
assist on the roll.
Add that to intellect. Let's call it crowbar. No, that sounds physical. Let's call it lockpick.
Okay,
Call
So-
it lockpick.
so it's base 1d6 plus the lockpick 2d6.
Lockpicks. Well, yeah, another 1d6.
Yeah, so that's 2d6
Just
total.
The difficulty of this task. This does sound kind of hard, so it will be an added negative die.
Okay, so
2.
2d6 minus.
Sorry, it's hard, so it's 2. So this
So
is
2d6
something you'd normally do, right?
So 2d6 minus 2d6.
You have to
Uh,
minus it. You can add it. Either way, it'll.
Whatever.
Yep.
Does analytical mind get me anything?
Yes.
So that's 3d6 minus 2d6.
I'll give you another one for Craig looking over your efforts and kind of giving you pointers.
All right, 46 minus 2d6.
Because he's a mechanic. He's like, don't touch that one.
I win, win, win.
You have an uncanceled 1, so you win. And an uncanceled 3, so you take 1 stress through this. So, you know.
Oh, really? Even though I rolled a 2?
Yes, because the 4s cancel, the 3 does not cancel.
Okay.
So, you know, you're thinking really hard at this, and, you know, you're just like, this is wrong. This, you know, your mind hasn't fully come to grips with the situation. You're just like, this is wrong.
All
You
right.
shouldn't be just stealing somebody's minivan. They're going to be stranded here. You
And
know,
I say to
without
him,
a car.
hey, they're probably dead.
This is
It's
in his
part
head.
of life.
In his head.
Oh, darn.
In his head. So you break into the car. And
Yeah, I would
an
be
alarm
thinking
immediately
like that.
goes off. It's like,
Brilliant.
beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. You can just unplug the horn.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. You have to make another intellect roll. I'll allow you to do this as part of hot wiring the car, which is difficulty 1.
Okay. I think that happened already. Since I had an uncancelled 2 along with the
No, I
uncancelled.
mean, we'll just. You want to take those as like an additional success as a 2? Okay.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So through the whole process, I'll accept that. So you undo the alarm. You get the car started, right? You get something in there. It's like when the car starts. In the back, there's a baby carrier and like 2 surfboards.
Oh, shit.
There's also a bunch of like, I want to say perishable food, but stuff like ramen and like stuff you would see people taking to a con, you know, to take inside as snacks.
Yeah.
So like Twizzlers and stuff. There's probably about like 3 days worth of con rations in here.
I say to the group, they're probably already dead if they're not here by now. You saw what went down the what's the name of it in the lobby. So I don't think you're alive. Odds are.
Yeah, Stare Badgers probably got him.
I'm pretty sure.
So I want to point out, you guys act like this is literally the end of the world. There's nothing else going on in the streets. Like people are getting in their cars and going to work. There's not like raving zombies around murdering people in the streets right now.
We're getting a head
We're getting
start
ahead of
before
the
they-
curve.
That's
We're getting
We
a
know
head
better.
start.
But
We know better. 30
getting
days
it.
isn't there.
Okay.
Getting a head start before they
You-
close the
you're in
airports and
car.
bridges.
It's only got about a quarter tank of gas, but that's certainly more than enough to get you to Atlantic City International Airport.
Where we can steal ourselves a single-engine plane.
Yeah, I don't think you guys can fly that.
Specialized equipment.
Well, I play Star Fox.
That's
Yes,
a
Bob,
physical
exactly.
trait, not an intellect.
Yeah.
Analytical mind.
Surely we got a credit card. We can get a.
Charter jet to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Yes.
We just have to make sure not to go in the water mines because of zombie sharks, man.
Ticket going anywhere but here.
Okay. So you guys are in the car. You're talking about where you're gonna go, and you see two bros come out. You know, they're wearing like shorts and like loose vests, and they're like, "What the fuck, man? Those dudes are still in our car." And the other one's like, "Do they even lift, bro? Do they even lift?"
I
It's
look
like,
to
"Come
them,
on, bro,
I
go
don't
get the
feel-
baby and let's fucking trash these dudes."
I don't feel bad. Let's go.
Start the car. Go. Go.
Perfect timing.
Okay, so you start the car. Who's driving?
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
tell me
Dom
what your
has to
driving
attend.
style is in this case. Like, are you like ripping out of the parking lot, slamming into other cars?
No.
Or are you like
No,
slow
we don't.
motion, taking it careful?
Normal driving.
Okay.
Normal driving. I don't want to.
Aggressive.
I don't want to attract attention.
So the guy like
Don't
runs up
necessarily
beside
risk.
you while you're pulling out of the parking lot, and fortunately you didn't break the window because he's just like banging on. He's like, "Hey, get out of my fucking car, man! Get out of my fucking car, bro!" And then he like falls back as you pull ahead.
Sorry, bro.
Unfortunately,
Zombie apocalypse.
You're on
No,
a crossroad, and the light ahead is red.
I guess we're turning right.
Let's turn right. Yeah.
So the
They're
way
oncoming
off
traffic.
the island is to the left.
We
Damn
can
it.
loop back.
There's only one exit from Brigantine,
Right.
and it's to the left. Okay, you take a right,
We
and the guy
can-
like disappears in your rearview mirrr.
Yeah, we don't want him pulling up to the thing, causing attention. We just
Yep.
circle around.
All right, you circle around. A cop car pulls in behind you and is like,
Oh no!
Seriously?
Already? That was quick.
what are you doing?
Well, not much we can do now. We'll have to stop.
Okay, you pull aside. Cop car goes
Yeah.
flying past you.
Oh, good. Okay. Keep on going.
Yeah, that was
Remain
an
calm.
order.
Keep driving.
All right, you all take 1 point of mental stress from that situation.
Mental stress.
You got out of it without anything serious, but you guys were all like, "Cop car, cop car!"
And then you see me go, is it Friday?
All right, so you make a few turns on roundabouts because those are fucking popular in New Jersey, and you make your way to the edge of the island where there's a police barricade. There apparently are like a 4-car pileup on the top of the bridge. So the bridge to Brigantine Island is like curved, and at the very top point of the bridge, 4 cars have piled up across the 2 lanes. And it looks like someone went through one windshield, out the other, into somebody else's car, and like hit them in the head. And now the 2, what you guys are terming zombies, are both eating at each other, and the cops are like shooting them in the legs and chest with rubber bullets, and they don't seem to have any effect. And the
Yep.
cops are like, "We don't want to shoot you. Stop doing this." One guy hits him with a taser. And he's like, "It doesn't have any effect, sir."
While they're doing that, we're like stealthing by.
Yep.
Well, so
How?
it's blocked, right? The whole road is blocked, and then down at the beginning of the bridge, there's like cops and an ambulance, and they've got the road blocked off, and they're like, "Turn around, turn around."
I look at my GPS and look for a boating area with a boat.
There are no boat docks on Brigantine Island.
Seriously?
Wait a minute,
Not
so no one
wharf?
takes boats out to like, do those little carousel things for like,
Nope, they all
Tourism.
launched from Atlantic City.
ooh.
What?
We got the surfboards.
We,
We do
but
have
we also
surfboards.
but we also have bikes.
Yeah,
That
we
we
may
wanna
have to just
keep.
break out the bicycles, unfortunately.
You
We
can,
didn't
And
get
bike
far.
across the bridge.
you can bike across the bridge. You certainly can, but again, the bridge
get-
is in fact covered by cars. There is a bike path on either side of the bridge, however.
Yeah.
Dude, let's do it.
Shouldn't have any trouble.
So you get
Yeah.
out of your car, and the
Mhm.
cops approach. Their guns are safe, but they are unholstered. And they're like, "Sir, get back in the vehicle immediately, or we will arrest you."
Crap. Okay. Can we back up?
Are you getting back in the car and backing up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to argue
Alright,
with
so
the
you
cops.
get back in, and they're like, "I don't want to see you here again. Stop causing problems. You can see we've got a serious situation. We've got some roid heads here. It's probably
I'll-
that bath salts."
Okay.
A little
Yeah.
bit
There's
worse-
no.
a little bit
There's not
worse
much
than
sense in
roids.
trying to tell them what's really going on. They're not going to believe us. So we'll try to get at least
Okay,
away
I
from the
hit the
bridge.
GPS. I hit the
Try-
GPS again, and I see what is the shortest distance between the island to the next island to get across.
Okay, so the distance from Brigantine Island to Atlantic City is only about like 500 feet.
Ooh.
You're just crossing a river.
Ooh. Yes, I am real good at swimming.
Yeah.
We
But what
gotta
about all
ford
our
the river?
stuff?
That's why I have
I
the
guess
little,
we could
sir.
put
That's
it
why I
on
have
one of the
jet-
surfboards.
Dude, that's why I had the gallon bags for to keep everything ziplock tight to keep it dry.
Tie
We're
it
not
onto
going to
one of the
suggest
surfboards and
to the
swim.
kindly officers to maybe switch to lethal ammunition.
Nah,
Nope.
So while you're backing up, you see a little baby zombie crawl out of one of the other of the four cars and begin moving towards a police officer, and a paramedic begins running forward to scoop the kid up.
Oh dear. Let's get out of here. I don't want to deal with a whole horde.
Crap. We need
Wanna
to try to
save-
let them know, y'all. Like we can't just let these guys.
I shout out, there's zombies! Good
Put the
luck!
baby down!
So
now!
police officer turns back towards you while you roll down. the
Yeah.
window. He's like, "All right, sir, listen up. Are you doing drugs? You on these bath salts too?"
No.
Told you guys, they're never gonna believe us.
Okay.
Okay.
It's-
Fair warning. Gotta go.
Bye.
Sorry.
Alright, so-
We'll leave now.
As you're
Put the
driving
baby
away,
down. Now.
you get a news report on the radio that's like hospital staff and emergency personnel in the Atlantic City Memorial Atlantic Care hospital facility have begun evacuating all surviving patients after a number of deceased patients began attacking doctors. Those doctors are being treated for their bite wounds by medevac en route to, and they list some hospital that's just up the coast.
We're boned. Not one speedboat in all of Brigantine Island.
Nope.
Not one.
Yeah, we get
May
to the
not
part
have
Not
a-
even somebody
we
who
get-
parked here.
May not have
illegally.
dock space. What if
Making
it's what if it's
sure-
all
It's all
what if it's all
beaches.
beach and there's
Yeah,
no
it's all
dock?
beach.
Make sure no one's around when we go to the part that we're try to cross at.
Not one canoe.
Sorry, guys. I unlocked my thing here. Let me get this hooked back up. My
Yeah.
mic.
Okay. Also, I have another idea. While you're driving, I'm like doing my Boy Scout thing by compressing the towels. Arthur, are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
While they're driving, I'm doing my Boy Scout thing by tightening up the towers and putting them in bags to make sure all our stuff is ziplock tight. Got to learn that for like Boy Scouts to make sure everything's locked for water combat.
Okay.
You never know when it rains.
Okay.
Yep.
So what is the plan here?
Surfboard cross.
I guess if we can't get
Tie the
across the
two
bridge,
Tie
Yeah.
the two surfboards together and make a makeshift raft. Put the bikes on
Should
the
be able-
surfboards and just swim across.
All right.
Yeah.
So you head to like Ocean Drive West at the Abscon Inlet, and you try to surf across this surf over to, I guess, Northern Main Avenue.
Yep. Any cops or anything in the way?
There are no cops. There are a lot of people like outside Harrah's Casino that kind of spot you guys from across the way. There's boats coming out of the marina, the state marina, and one of them like pulls up beside you while you're surfing across. He's like, "Hey, fellas, I'm not sure it's safe to swim in these waters here. I mean, there's industrial, like freighter ships that move through this area. Do you need a ride?"
yeah,
Are you
that'd
headed
be
to the
fantastic.
mainland?
Are you going to the mainland?
No, of course not. I'm going out to fish today.
Oh,
Well,
Will you
Well,
give us
if
a
you
ride
could-
to the main man?
yeah, could
he
you just
dropped
drop us off there?
He says, "Yeah, I could just drop you back off in the marina. It's just a few hundred feet back that way, I guess."
That'd be awesome.
That would be lovely.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
he pulls you out of the water and he puts his little speed, like his little motor on the back of the yacht thing, like sail yacht, and drops you boys off on the docks. And he's like, "No, you listen up here. You might want to go like wash yourselves off. You don't know what kind of contaminants or parasites are in that water. Weird things have been happening across the city all day. You might want to check yourself for infection or something."
Yep.
Well,
We'll do.
We drained out our clothes and put our second set of clothing on.
He's like, "You sure you don't want to go fishing with me?"
We're good.
He's like, "Well, I got plenty
That's-
of bait in here." He opens the bait trunk, and like
Aw.
thousands of little like dead
Oh,
fish begin
no.
flopping out and like biting him on the skin. He's like, "What the fuck?" He's immediately covered by them, and people are like looking at him. They're like, oh my god, what's happening to that guy? He's covered in like silver and green and black blood and like
Time to go, guys.
like
Yeah,
little mini
it's
piranhas.
like time to go. We got to get out of here, y'all. Wow. This went
Holy
south.
shit.
Oh, we
They,
missed
they
that guy.
can't pierce the skin, though, right?
So they're not really piercing his skin, but they are like leaping out and like slamming into him. They're like getting on his eyes and hands. They're covering his body, and then they're falling to the floor. But then they're trying to flop their way back towards him.
Yeah. I'll try to explain to him what's going on. The guy's not going to believe it, but we got to at least try.
Are you like pulling him off the boat? Or are you
Yeah,
just,
we'll
like,
pull him
getting
off the boat. Pull it,
and
leave
then-
him. Yeah. Pull him off the boat.
Okay.
Leave the boat where it is.
So he's like, "Yep, I believe you completely. Why don't you boys help me sweep these guys overboard? We'll take the boat and go wherever you want."
Overboard, it's probably not a good idea. Let's try to
Not-
just
not the
smash him flat
smartest.
and scoop him back into a bag or something.
Got a hammer?
He's like, "Nope. I might have a blowtorch downstairs for creme brulee."
I'm wearing my steel toes, so just gonna.
Stomp
Okay,
on him.
so you stamp on large piles of bait.
How much bait did you bring?
Well, he's like, I wanted to,
Gonna
catch
be out for a
something
while.
big. Wanted those drumfish. This is about the time for those drumfish. 65 pounds. You got to feed those suckers. Why, have you ever heard of drumfish? He starts going on about drumfish. He seems a little shaken. He talks about how
Yeah,
delicious they
I
are.
try to calm him down a little bit. He seems like he's in shock.
It's
So,
gonna be okay,
enough.
Billy.
Why don't you make a social roll then?
Sure.
That sounds like the perfect time.
All
Can I
right.
do it?
So charisma, I guess. And then I actually, I have military training, so I actually have formal training in dealing with
So-
shock and stress.
Was that one of your
Yep.
features? Was military training? Okay.
Yep.
You don't have no negative dice beyond whatever your negative social might be.
My negative social is suck it up, you wussy. So
Oh, that sounds like it's coming into play. All right.
so I get one basic, one for training, and
Yep.
a -1,
Yep. What are you trying to roll for?
just to calm him down, get his.
Oh no, I mean, what's your stat? It's a 1, right?
Yeah, it's a 1.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
All right. Let's see.
16% chance.
Listen to Mr. Math here. Using
Nope.
his analytical mind.
not even, no
Okay.
way, no how.
You take one stress from this,
All right.
you got some anxiety of talking to this guy. Like some of his stress is rubbing off on you. He's just like, "Listen, man, we got to get out of here. There's these freaking fish, drumfish. Oh,
So,
he starts
See my
driving
call?
even over the side. He's just like, all I want to do is fish. I fucking live in Florida, man. It's hot down there. It's so hot.
That's right.
So it sounds to me like it doesn't matter what species it is. If it's dead, it's becoming zombified.
Yes.
We've seen badgers, people, dogs might be immune.
Well, the dog got
Well,
bitten,
that dog
but
might be,
didn't
but
die.
we still don't know.
They didn't kill the dog. That's the thing. So it just bit the dog. Bite wounds. Remember, the guy resurrected because he got his throat ripped out. The court guy, and Arthur died by neck.
Falling
Trauma.
off the building.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go,
What else?
bub.
So as you guys are standing on the dock, you hear a rustling noise, and the guy is just like, "Oh, that must be the mice." You know how it is around marinas, places where there's things. There's usually mice, and
Shove
Time
off!
to go.
Shove off
a,
now!
a zombie mouse jumps up on deck and begins attacking you. So a zombie rat. Who's it going to attack? I think it's going to attack the guy, right? So let's see what they got here. A zombie rat is horrifying. So an extra d6. It makes loud chittering, so I guess you guys know what's coming. And that's all it's got. So it's got 2d6, and it is mindless. It needs a... So it deals 2 damage to him for success and success. And it rolls over him, and he's just like, "Oh God, it's in my pants! Oh God, it's biting me!" What are you guys doing now?
Pocket knife. Cut the pants open. See if we can get the. Who had the
Okay.
knife? Dan.
I do have the knife. Here you go.
I've got a knife, but I don't think he wants me hacking at him with it.
So whoever's going first, you're taking the situational difficulty die of attacking, while it's inside this guy's pants. That's 1 die. Let's assemble the rest of the die pool. What do you got for me?
Well, I don't think we're trying to hack the rat. We're just trying to get it out of his pants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
For
either
now.
way, you're still looking at something in somebody's pants.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Go
So
ahead, Dan.
Who's doing
You got
what?
the knife. I'll assist. I'll help.
Better yet, can I do this since I got book knowledge of first aid?
Sure.
Because boys can to teach you how to cut off the right clothing so they won't be completely naked.
This is a physical attack. So,
Oh, then I got nothing on that.
Come back.
or I mean, are you using like logic?
Yeah, I'm using logic like you have to
You're
cut
trying
right
to
here.
Outsmart the rat.
Like completely cutting off the pants to get
Trap.
them off and like drop.
roll the pants leg up around it or something.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a situational positive die because it's mindless, and you'll take a negative die because, of course,
It's in his pants.
it's in his pants. Let's
So-
assemble the rest of the die pool.
Okay, so I have 3 dice positive and 3 dice negative, or 2 dice negative.
You have the dice negative from it's in his pants. What
Yeah,
else are you taking negatives from?
it's horrifying. you say?
No, that's not gonna.
I thought you said it.
affect you here. Not this time. No.
Okay, so I'm just in the pants then negative. His
Yep.
pants. And how many positives do I have? I'm
You
using
got-
book smart.
I
And
don't know that Booksmart would apply here because this is exactly the opposite of Booksmart, right? This is you're physically applying.
This
your
is
knowledge
doing
to
stuff,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
What's your negative feature?
A negative feature physically. Or mentally?
No, mentally.
ADD. Too many ideas.
That's not going to affect you here either. You're kind of single-minded. You want to get this thing out of his pants. So let's roll.
So how many positives do I roll? Just one?
Just 1, I think, and 1 negative. No, 2 positive, right? You get 1 for trying it, and then you get 1 for it being mindless.
Okay.
1 negative for it's in his pants.
Okay. Here's the positive, and here's the negative.
Okay, so you're going to take 1 stress from this,
Yes.
but you do rip it out of his pants and throw it somewhere. What
Let's
are you
roll.
doing with it, let me ask.
Throw it down, stomp on it. I'll be ready
Yep.
to stomp on it.
Okay,
I
I'll
give
just
it-
assume you stomp on it easily.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Let's go.
So while he gets the motor started up, you see that there's like 50 rats that start swarming over somebody else on the dock who's also carrying like fishing tackle and all that stuff. And he just starts screaming. He's like, oh my God, Jesus save me. And he falls in the water and starts flapping around. And you see these little rats like swimming through the water, but the guy's body's floating and it starts convulsing. And then he starts like jerkily moving around. And there's like a pool of blood coming from bites on his neck.
Let's go.
All right. So I think this is a good place to stop. You have some supplies, right? You've got 3 days worth of rations, and since there's 3 of you, you got a day worth of con rations, unhealthy junk shit.
What are you talking about? I got beans. I got dry food.
You put your entire refrigerator on your equipment
No, nope.
list?
Nope. I just chose the carbs, like the beans, the easy stuff to cook, and the dry food.
Okay, all right.
The
I
good dry
imagine-
food,
you
not the
got some
crap.
stuff?
Imagine Craig has some MREs.
I can show you the box if you want.
You've got some ammo. You've got some weapons. You're on a boat. You can go anywhere you want. I'm going to timeline a couple things for you that happen over the rest of the day. So let's say you spend a day out at sea trying to get somewhere, anywhere. By noon, exterminators are called out to start taking care of all the animals running around. Animals of every type have been attacking humans all day. And around noon, animal control nationally has shut down. Every state government has announced a state of panic in regards to animal control, as several exterminators are eaten alive, completely devoured, nothing left of them.
Wow.
By 2 o'clock, police department dispatches all available officers in Atlantic County, calling in all those off-duties to deal with the large number of violent incidents. By 10 p.m., medical officials report the first case of a reanimated human being when a doctor in a surgery accidentally slits his own throat on a scalpel, and the cameras observe him rising again.
Oh, wow.
By midnight, the governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, advises all citizens to remain in their home or proceed to the nearest emergency shelter. And the state government in New Jersey, New York, and Maryland have all declared states of emergency, as well as California and Utah.
But not Delaware.
But not Delaware, not yet. But it should be noted that this is worldwide. Everywhere,
We're hit.
things are happening. Just the governors in all the other states haven't acted yet.
We're hitting up north, guys.
So you're sailing north?
That's the logic choice.
All right, so you sail up the Jersey coast. All right, and that is a good place to end as day 2 would begin. We can pick this up some other time, so just save your character sheets if
I'll
we
put it
ever
on
have a
top drawer.
situation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I thought this was fantastic.
I thought it was hilarious.
As soon as I added myself as a character, I was like, I gotta die in the introduction. And it's gotta be cinematic death, too. Fantastic. All right, so yeah, we'll be back next week. We have a fresh Daily Bard from this week. I might have a second Daily Bard, but probably not because I'm lazy as shit. And the first Daily Bard is good enough because it's good. And please follow, like, and subscribe. So check us back next Sunday for Skulls and Shackles, not for this.